forgot she was on a work trip. About to do back to the apartment and mess up her entire career with DCC. Stay tuned. All right, welcome to the final episode. Review of all the episodes and overall starts in 5 minutes, but let's just go into episode 7 really quick. So basically it shows Victoria in New York. She's auditioning for the Rockettes. I said example of putting your mental health first. It's just a little cute little off episode, which I wish that they would have had almost like a separate episode of like where are the DCC now, because it moves from the plot. We want to know where Shaundi went. So basically Shaundi got into the room, which is a no-no. In the contract it says you're not allowed to show your location, which to me it makes sense, because I'm assuming they got like a Airbnb at the Bahamas, and it's 36 girls, and they're just like, hey, you're putting us in danger. Like, I remember I had a roommate and she just met this dude and she moved him in, and I'm just like, you're moving in a complete stranger. Like, what if this person is an attacker and you're just moving him into the house? Like, it was the same energy. Like, I know Reddit was tearing her to shreds, and they were like, oh my god, it wasn't that big of a deal. Yes, it is, because I know what it feels like to have a strange man in my apartment that I do not know, because my roommate, who I do not know as well, does not care about my safety. This person could have been a crazy person. So basically she broke up basically Shaundi chose her side. Basically she's taking a step back. So Kadiana is filling in her role. And so she broke up with her boyfriend, and so she found somebody she could emotionally talk to, and one thing led to another. She brought them back to the apartment. I'm just like, you could have called me. You could have called Barney. You could have called Woody. You got a friend in me. Like, you could have called any of these people, but you called this cute dude that you wanted to bring back to the place you forgot where you're at. So, so it goes on to expound off of that, is that Kadiana, the one who took over, so cute, adorable. Kadiana ends up taking over, but she has all of the responsibilities and other authority. So basically, they have their favorites. Okay, we'll talk about that later. They have their favorites. So basically, Kadiana is doing all this work as group leader, doing all these things. And then basically she had her frustration, which, like I said, these girls are very young. She had her frustration night where she was like, oh my god, I'm doing all this stuff. So she went to TikTok, and then she did a TikTok live about it. And then of course someone screen recorded it after she deleted it, put it on Reddit, and then it started steamrolling through there. So she got accused of being mean to Shaundi about Shaundi's condition, because she, has mental health, with her dad disowning her. So she ended up getting suspended from the team. So she was temporarily suspended from the team from doing that because she's in investigation. So they have a side note. So they have like an awareness, like my boots, my cause. So they coordinate their boots to it. So Armani's cause was alopecia. Like, as a black woman, like, our hair is us, so to sit there and see her be so open with it, like, even I started tearing up, and y'all know I cry once per 10 years. But like, even I started tearing up. Like, y'all don't understand, like, women, like black women, like, our hair is our everything. So for her to go out there and be proud of having alopecia, and just showing that, like, she doesn't know how many girls at home, she's just inspired now. Like, she's left her mark. So we talk about, it's the end of the season, final one, all the veterans are crying, which I get it, because like, it's the end of an era. So, so the veteran turnover is Armani. Basically, it was so cute because I can tell that Kelly and Julie loves these girls. Like, Kelly was like, yeah, there's something wrong, the allergies just really messing me up, and so, like, you can just tell, like, they like all money and issues aside, like, you can tell they truly care about these girls. And then Amanda comes, and Amanda was one of the compensation crew, and basically she was like, I was gonna renew, but after I saw it was not booked yet again, like, she's like, I want to go somewhere where I'm valued. And they were like, oh, that's not true, but I feel like Amanda made the correct move. Shaundi left, of course, and Jada left as well. They were crying about Jada as well. And then they ended up getting almost a $400,000 percent raise, so that was pretty cool for them. So that was pretty much it. So I'm gonna go into the pros and the cons of this season. I feel like with the let's go with the cons so we can end on a positive note. The cons is that it's 7 episodes. I think it should be a 3-part series. I do. 7 episodes, boring. Like, there were certain parts where if my camera goes off, it's because it died. I'm doing my best to hold it. But like, there are certain parts where I was just like, all right, y'all, like, skip. Like, there were like certain parts where I was just like, oh my God, it was so boring. I really wish it should be a 3-part episode. It should be the first episode is all about auditions, getting to know the girl. The second one is a photo shoot, makeover, all of that. And then the third one should be like what games and whatever stuff, like just firsthand view of it. Like 7 episodes is a bit much, you know, unless they have some drama that's actually tangible. Like Shondi's drama pissed me off. I have that on there too. It's just that I like my heartstrings were like beating. I was like, what happened to that? Like, she had to leave. I was like, oh my God, where's Shondi? Girl, you just want to meet that dude. Okay, girl. Okay, now that's not to minimize her mental health, but like, girl, if you just want to meet that dude, you should have just said that. Stop playing. I have on here, they need to be honest about the requirements. They do. I think that with them saying, as long as you can fit into your uniform and, you know, maintain that weight and all that, I feel like you guys hire a particular look. Okay. Good looking, youthful, flexible, good looking, you know, like, yeah, I'm coming from like, you want them to look a particular way. You do. Okay. You want them to look a particular way, and that's okay, but we need to be a little more honest. That brings me into the time, like with youthful, like time wise, like I feel like with time wise, I feel like, to me, just from a perspective of just health, I don't think you should be a DCC. DCC should be a max of 5 years. Like, I'm not saying once you get to 5 years, time to go, but like, to me, I feel like that's enough. You have your bachelor's, okay? Let's not go for masters, but I don't, like, when I think that one person was like a 7-year veteran, I was like, and what are we doing? Like, it's different if you started like at 18, like with baby Abby, but like, I feel like after 3 to 5 years, it's time to go. Kind of like a job. Like after 3 to 5 years, it's time to start anew. I feel like you're gonna get stagnant. I also have a con too, is that I also have a con as well, is that I need for them to have an improvement on the outfit, like similar to what I have on. Like, you already have them wearing tights. Why not just have them wearing white pants? Like, if we're gonna really truly be a girl's girl, like the hot pants, to me, like, I just feel like, you know, this is still a male dominated field, but like the shorts, to me, I don't know. I just just my perspective, and I'm not hating. Y'all see my body. It's like I can't pull it off. It's like my perspective, because they're trying to be like more girl friendly, girl power. The short shorts, like, it just feels like it's a wedgie waiting to happen, you know? So you're already having them wear tights, might as well just complete the loop. Like, if I could change it, I would change that. You know, I don't like how just their approach to the compensation, like, I'm glad that they filmed it, but it felt very much like a controlled opposition. Like, they were like, okay, let me try to make it seem like we're cool with this because we're filming it, but like, I don't know. I didn't like how they would portray them. Like, I feel like Kelly, JK, Judy and Kelly have their point of like, this is a business. Like, they probably fought to even keep the DCC on the team, because the first thing they do when they do budget cuts, they look at unnecessary stuff, you know, and they would consider cheerleaders unnecessary stuff. Okay, so we got to give them their 10s on that one. Like, we got to give JK their 10s on that one, because they fought hard to get them on the team. They fought hard to get the team to where it's at. I want to see more auditions. Like, a lot of the drama was unnecessary. I want to see the different dance routines. I have also here as a con. I'm ready to see Judy retire next year. With her saying her health is declining, like, I understand, you know, she lives and breathes DCC, but I'm pretty sure when she says she's head choreographer, I feel like she's still like an advisor, but she's not really doing like the full on. She's not doing the full on work, you know, as much. But I would love to see her. I would love to see her retire next year. Like, I think it's time. The pros, I love the fact that their compensation disparity was resolved. I'm gonna put it on the screen. That's how much they're getting paid now. So something similar, like around like 35K, which to me is very good. And I feel like people don't understand, like, they're not looking for it to make 100K from being a cheerleader. Like, come on, let's be real, all right? But the money that they were paying them before was them just breaking off a piece of bread and just giving them that and hoping that compensates them enough, you know? So I really like that. I love the fact that Jada is retiring now. Like, she literally, she reminded me of when Rihanna stopped doing music. Y'all need to let that go. I love it. Like, she retired right when she has everybody by the, I can't say that word. She has everybody like by the this, you know? And so like she retired before she got to the point where like she hated the job, you know? And I feel like a lot of the girls, water break. I feel like a lot of the girls, like, they stay to the point to where they start hating their job. And I'm just like, I don't ever want them to get to that point. Like, I want it to be where I was group leader 2 years in a row. Okay, let me hang my jersey up. Like, I don't want to just keep doing it because they're just doing it, you know? I love that, like, she retired when she was supposed to retire. I love the fact that Amanda retired when she was supposed to retire. I feel like with her only being a 3-year veteran, I feel like they need a fall person, you know? Like, they don't like the fact that they were pushing back, you know? Especially on this Netflix show. I feel like they didn't like the fact that they were pushing back on them. So I feel like there was an issue there with Amanda. And I feel like this was just their reasoning to push her out, because to me, it's kind of like, I remember when I was in retail, at Dillard's, and I remember there was a coworker that like the higher ups did not like. So what they started doing is they just started getting her less and less shifts. And eventually she was like, you know what? You're not going to get any shifts. I'm leaving. Like, it was their way of kind of like pushing her out without actually saying, hey, we want to get rid of you. Because then they would have to pay, you know, workers' comp, like some type of compensation or severance or whatever. But, you know, like, it's just, to me, I feel like that and that same level, I feel like in that same level, like, it's kind of similar, eerily similar to that, where I feel like, you know, they started pushing her out because of the fact that she was the weaker of the compensation group. She had the least amount of backing, if that makes any sense. Like, everybody loves Jada, everybody loves Armani, you know, so it's just like they're still on contract for that. I love the fact that the girls were very adamant about how they make their money. They're like, I do this on the side, I do that on the side. Like, I hate it when like people make it seem like they just rolling in money. Like, the average person is not rolling in money. If you're making more than $20 an hour, you are richer than 90% of America. You are. Like, go home with that today when you get off of work. If you're making more than $20 an hour, you're richer than 90% of America. That's where we're at. Okay, so to show that realistic part, knowing their origin stories, that was also very informative to find out. Another pro I love is the fact that they really highlighted like the importance of the kick line and the safety. Like, there was like a time where one girl jumps into the split between everybody else. You can take their shoulder out like that. Like, break your knees like that. Like, it was just really showing, like, even though this is, you know, fun to do, this is still, like, this is still very much a very dangerous, it's still a sport, you know? Like, if you are not equipped with it, you know, just letting y'all know, if you're not equipped with it, you can hurt yourself. So I love the fact that they do that. I thought it was pretty cool that Thunderstruck didn't come out by AC/DC till the 1990s. So before then, they kind of were just fumbling around and they found their signature choreography. I thought that was really cool to find that out. Because there's like, out of all the NFL cheerleader teams, like, I don't know anybody else who's bringing it like them. Like, it's kind of like, it's like DCC has football, and then the LA Laker, like a Laker girl, like they have basketball, like the NBA, you know? So it's just kind of like, I don't think there's anybody out there like that. But my last note, I'm looking forward to season 3, because I know they're probably filming it now. But definitely take these critiques, and not as many episodes. But thank you guys for hanging out with me for 4 days, almost a week. I was gonna give y'all 5 episodes, but I was like, I need to put me first. But I was gonna give you guys 5 episodes, but it's incredible to start filming again back to back. And stay tuned for new episodes of Claire Hair Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.